What's up, coaches? How are y'all doing this beautiful Monday evening where I'm from? And I know what you're thinking. Holy crap, that's 2 days in a row that Coach Mackey hasn't been on mute. Yes, it is. I am learning, boys. And you're also probably thinking, why am I wearing a Hogwarts shirt? Today, I had a blast. We actually got to go out there and see the kids. It was the first time meeting my new team. I saw the kids. We talked. It wasn't, we couldn't throw the ball or anything like that, but it was just magical being back out there after being in lockdown for 3 freaking months. So that is why I'm wearing this, to commemorate how magical today was. Today is day 4 of the Build Your Program Summit. By the end of today, those people that have donated will be getting a link for all the replays, and the replays will be. I'm creating basically a course that will have, each section will have the replays. I am sending that link to you with a coupon code. That coupon code allows you to get it free, so you don't need to pay anything for that. And today I got a big one, man. Jason Mohns, I know y'all were on here when we talked last time. He's a 6-time Arizona champion. He won it 6 in a row. Tony Franklin said that if he was to pick anyone in the state and anyone in the country to go from high school to college, making that leap as a coach and have success, it would be this man right here. What we're going to talk about is the smash concept. How do you run the smash concept with tags in the multiple spread offense? I'm pumped. You're pumped. Let's get into it, fellas.
Hey coaches, thanks for checking out this course. My name is Jason Mohns. I'm the head football coach at Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. And in this course, I'm going to talk about our smash concept with our tags, combo calls, and some of the variations that we do off of it. As I say in all my courses, if you do have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My email is my first initial J, last name Mohns, Mohns at susd.org. And also make sure you follow me on Twitter at Coach Mohns. If you enjoy the course, please leave your feedback on CoachTube. I appreciate all you guys who have gone in and left reviews for me on the different courses. I think it helps coaches that are considering looking at a course if they get some feedback. So for all of you that have done that with previous courses, thank you. If you enjoy this course, please do the same. If you don't enjoy it, send me an email. Let me know what I can do better to make these courses better for coaches. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started and get into our smash concept. Saguaro High School, just if this is the first course you're checking out, we're a 4A high school in Arizona, 1,300 enrollment, and have been blessed to have some extremely talented players and teams come through our program, and had won 6 consecutive state championships from 2013 to 2018, and came up just short, lost by a touchdown in the 2019 Open Division State Championship in Arizona. So it was the first time that Arizona had taken the top 8 teams from 4A, 5A, and 6A into a separate Open Division kind of true overall state championship bracket. And we were the smallest public school, and we made a deep run and fell just short. So we have had success. I think it's a large part due to a tremendous coaching staff that I have. I think most importantly, the players and the community support. But I also think that the scheme that we're putting our players in has helped them be successful as well. So tried to give you guys the stuff that we do and what's helped us be successful and make deep runs and win big games. So a little bit about the smash concept. All right, why I think it's one of the best concepts in football. This was our second most called passing concept last year. 4 verticals was number 1, and then smash was number 2. Okay, why is it one of the best passing concepts? It's simple to teach. It's very easy to teach. It's effective against multiple coverages. All right, it's not just a too high beater. All right, and when I was first taught it, it was a too high beater, but it's definitely evolved into much more than just that. Okay, very easy to dress up. And those of you that have seen my courses, I'm really big on simplicity as far as scheme, and I'm really big on by being exotic with formations and motions and tags and different things like that. I think you can really tag this play up and make it look like a lot of different things when in reality you're just running smash. Okay, so we run our smash as a mirrored 2x2 smash concept, and that's probably the one that we run the least, but it's how we install it and teach it. We have some combo calls. We run smash divide, which is probably our most explosive pass play outside of 4 verticals. we'll run it with double moves, and we like to sprint to smash also. And the reason why I think it's so effective is you're going to give your quarterback high-low reads. Sometimes it's just a half-field high-low read. And then a lot of the ways that we dress it up by tagging it is we get into a true pure progression for our quarterback. So we'll really work it left to right or right to left, and everything's breaking back into his vision. So I'm a big fan of pure progression, just like our Y cross course. If you've seen Y cross course, that's why that's a big concept for us as well, because it's a pure progression for the quarterback. So those, 4 verticals, smash, Y cross, those are my top 3 called pass concepts. And then curl flat is probably our number 4. And then we do some different things, some variations of some stuff, but that's kind of what we hang our hat on. So let's talk a little bit about the mirrored smash. Just drawing up out of 2x2. So when we install this play, this is how we teach it. It's a base 2x2 formation. The number 1 receivers are going to run what we call wide hitches. We want to run those kind of expand hitches. We want to get out to the bottom of the numbers, or if the ball's into the boundary, we want to get out to what we call STD, which is split the difference between the sideline hash and the bottom of the numbers. And we want those to be real wide hitches. The reason why we want those to be wide hitches is because if they roll to a post safety and they try to play cover 3, we want to really affect the curl flat player. So we want to make him have to really expand to take that throw away. A lot of times the kids will get stuck, especially if they get an outside leverage corner, and they'll get stuck down inside and run this hitch. And if the corner bails, then you're making this guy's job real easy to defend that hitch. We want to make sure that we expand and play wide. Okay, so it's mirrored outside hitches from the 1s, and then the number 2s are going to run the corner out. All right, and I will tell you, there's a million different ways to teach the corner out, and we've changed it multiple times. The way I was taught it, the way we've done it for a long time, was to push this thing vertical to 10 to 12 yards, okay? And then if you're outside the 30-yard line, you're aiming to the front pylon. If you're inside the 30-yard line, you're aiming to the back pylon, and then allow the quarterback to throw you flat, okay? And I think that's a sound way to teach it. If you're teaching it that way, that's great. What we've struggled with is the ability to set it high and keep it high when we need to, but more importantly, the ability to flatten that thing out and have a landmark and really work that that connection between the quarterback and the receiver on where he's going to be, how he's going to get there. So one of the things that we've kind of progressed to is we come out of this thing, we want to push it vertical to minimum 10 yards, 10 to 12. When we come out of this, we want to set it high for 3 steps. So we've got to set it high for 3 steps. We want our aiming point to be at 23 yards downfield, okay? So that's kind of our base aiming point coming out of this. He's going to set it to 23 yards, okay? If there's a safety over the top that's capping this, we're going to flatten it out to 18, okay? So it would flatten out to 18. If we get any kind of like inside leverage or trail, all right, then he's going to push it a little bit higher to 27, okay? And if it's just straight man-to-man with no cap over the top, then he's going to set it as high as he can, all right? He's going to keep it as high as possible. So that 23-yard aiming point to the sideline as our base landmark with the ability to flatten it out to 18 has made this a much more effective throw. The thing that's really important, though, is that when you push it vertical, when you stick your foot to break, they have to take 3 steps high. They can't come rounding out of that right away. They have to push it vertical for the first 3 steps before they start flattening it out. Otherwise, they won't get the proper depth, and now you'll have this corner that can sink on this, right? Take this away and then sink and make a play on the ball. So it's really important that we get to at least that 18-yard depth. So that's how we've kind of evolved to it, to make that kind of hole shot, that flat throw a little bit easier for our quarterback to have really more of a landmark. But that may not be what's best for you. So if you've had success teaching it, send it to the front pylon and getting your quarterback and your receiver on the same page to flatten it out and throw flat when you need to, that's probably the best and the easiest way to do it. We just have had a hard time getting that throw. Okay. So when we do it mirrored, just to go back to this, when we do it mirrored, all we're telling our quarterback really is he's picking a side, he's working high to low. Okay. So pick a side, work high to low. In this case, they have an extra overhang here to our right, so I would probably work the 2 for 2 right here. All right. If everything's equal. Now, if you've got a guy over here that's a stud and you want to work him, but in this case, we would just work the left side, mirrored smash route. We're just going to high-low the corner, all right? Starting high, 1, coming back low, 2, all right? So here's a couple looks at some mirrored smashes. Now, we can change up spacing, and we can change the route from the outside guys. So we'll run this. with just a spray release wide hitch. All right. We'll run this with like what we call stomp, which is just sit it down and he can kind of work away. All right. Or we can run what we're doing here, which is our whip route, which is push it vertical 1, 2, 3, stick it 1, 2, 3, pivot back out and work outside. Okay. The whip route is really good against zone corners because as soon as this guy breaks in, a lot of times this guy will fall off. Okay. So it kind of helps you work that. So pre-snap 2x2 mirrored route, our quarterback has just decided he's going to work the bottom of the screen. Now, what I will tell you here is that as soon as this corner, all right, because right now we're working mirrored route. Our quarterback is high-low in this guy. Okay. As soon as he sees that guy trigger now on this whip route, we should be thinking throwing this corner out. And this thing should be set high because now he's got a trail technique, no help over the top. So this thing should stay high as possible. Okay. Really keep that thing high. And our quarterback, for whatever reason here, works the whip route, and we get a good chunk out of it, but that was a touchdown if we throw the corner. So again, it's a half field read, high, low. Work the high first. Okay, this is some college cut-ups, USC running the same thing. All right, so this is the whip route. You can watch on the bottom of the screen. 1, 2, 3 stick, 1, 2, 3 motor down, and then pivot back out. Okay, and all they're working, quarterback's working. All right, he's working high, low on the corner to the bottom of the screen. Okay, so as soon as that number 1 breaks in, you can see the corner sink, and we're just sliding back out. Put the ball on the outside number, catch it, and get vertical. Okay. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, working the top of the screen. Corner sinks. So you can see as soon as, this is what zone corners do. As soon as that number 1 on the top of the screen breaks in, the corner falls off, banging that ball outside. And this is where it's real important. Watch the overhang. Here's the curl flat defender right here. All right. When that curl flat defender, he tries to collision to, and he tries to expand, that ball's being thrown out. That's to where we call the STD, right? We're splitting the difference between the tick and the bottom of the numbers. We want that to be real wide. Expand that hitch. Don't let that guy get there. He can't even get there when it's into the boundary. Okay, same look, mirrored smash with the whips from the number 1s, all right? And I think the whip route is a really good, effective way to get a clean read on the corner. If you're running mirrored smash, I like tagging this on there. It's just true mirrored smash. I think this is a really good tag. Okay, even college guys get their eyes upfield before they tuck the ball, right? Okay, so the first tag that we put on the smash concept is what we call our double post, okay? So you can tag this lots of different ways. We just call this post. So we'll combo call this. We always call the concept side first. So in this case, we would say smash even or smash to the right, post odd. If we say post odd, that means the left side is running post, which is double post, all right? The way we teach the double post is the inside receiver is going to run essentially a glance. And the way we teach our glance is we want to push it vertical to 10 yards, all right? And then we're going to break flat or kind of like at a slant angle. So we want to break to grass. We want to make ourselves friendly to the quarterback. So push this thing vertical to 10 yards, stick your foot, and then break it to whatever angle gets you open. Outside, we want to attack the outside leverage of the corner, stick our foot, and we want to aim this thing to the near upright. Okay, so we don't want to cross the field. We shouldn't really cross the hash until we get down near the end zone. Okay, so we want to set that thing really high. Typically, we'll have some kind of flat route from the back, whether it's an arrow, all right, or a swing. We'll have some kind of flat route for our running back. So the progression is this. If we get a too high look, like the one drawn, we're going to start on the concept side safety. All right, we're going to start on the concept side safety. If he expands with the corner out, then we're going to come back, glance, post to check, just like that. Okay. Now, if this safety rolls to the post, that's why we start on him. Now we're just going to high-low the corner. It just turns into our base smash. Okay. So we always want to start our eyes on the concept side safety. All right. Concept side safety. Okay. Now, if he rolls with the corner and this safety falls off, now we're going to bang the glance to the number 2. If this safety hugs it, now we're looking to throw the win post over the top, all right, to the check down. It ends up becoming another variation of a high-low on this, all right? And we should hopefully have leverage on the curl flat play, all right? So here you go. We got smash on the bottom of the screen, double post on the top. All right. Quarterback's eyes are going to start here. My eyes start here. If he opens up and expands on the corner route, my eyes immediately go to the post side safety. Okay. So in this case, you can see the safety on the bottom. He turns, he opens up inside. So right away, my eyes go over here. Now, this one, in this case, this safety's playing with lots of depth. If this kid would have done a better job of flattening it out, you can make a case for throwing it here. But because our quarterback saw this backside safety just kind of squeeze and turn inside, so he opens up inside, he kind of starts hugging it, then he feels like he can cut this thing over the top. Okay, so really the read is on that safety on the top. After the boundary safety opens up on the corner out, we're looking glance to win post over the top. Okay, cut it loose. So I'll let it run all the way from the top. In this case, we're just going play action. We're not putting our back in the flat. He's running a check down. Sometimes if we're thinking we're going to get pressure, we'll do that. This is a really good call against quarters or cover zero. All right, again, quarters or cover zero. It's a great way to pick on that backside safety on the double post. Okay, same call right here. Smash into the boundary, double post to the field. Okay, 3-14, we're keeping our back in protection in case we get pressure. We're releasing our tight end. Okay, quarterback's going to start on the safety. All right, if he holds, if he expands on the corner route, then we'll come back glance to post. Okay, now this time we're working the glance. This safety's playing with depth, so we should be banging the glance right now. And what we want to see is this is a really good route. If you look at this, if we measured this from here to here and from here to here, he'd be almost damn near right in the middle, and that's what we want to be. Okay, we want to split those guys out and capture the grass. Okay, push it vertical. We tell them push it to 10. Sometimes we tell them push it to 10 and it gets more to like 8. All right, which is why we say 10, because we don't want to be any more shallow than 8. So that's the one thing we've learned. Like we said, hey, when you run the smash, push it to 10 to 12, which means they'll probably push it 8 to 10. Okay, so we really want it. And our Y on the bottom of the screen, he breaks this off a little too shallow. He knows in this we're running double post against too high. He knows he's just trying to pull this guy out right now. Okay. Glance to win post over the top. Good throw, catch it the first time. Okay, we've got smash on the top of the screen, double post to the field. Okay, so again, we're going play action on this one. We think we're getting pressure, play action. We're working glance to win post. Okay, good job. If the guy's playing outside leverage, win inside, restack him. All right, restack him, lean him. All right, lean him outside, then stick your foot and win to the near upright. So win inside, restack, lean, and then stick. You probably could have leaned him a little bit more. All right. But good throw. That's all we're looking for. The read right here is if this safety expands, which he does, then we're reading right here. Glance 1, win post 2, check down 3. Got to get our running back out. And we had a meeting about this a couple days ago, and that was what I told my running backs coaches. We got to do a better job. If we run a 6-man pro, that as soon as we don't have it, I've got to come up and I've got to work to get open for my quarterback. I should be, that back should be settling down right here for my check down. Okay, the divide concept. This is probably our most explosive, like shot play. All right, in our entire offense. The divide has been a great concept for us. It's extremely good against any kind of too high shell. Okay, so what the divide is we're gonna just call smash. So we're gonna call our 2x2 mirrored smash. One's running outside hitch, two's running corner, Whoever we tag to run the divide, so we would say smash X divide. All right. He's going to run what we call a follow post, or really that kind of scissors route. He's going to stem for 5, push vertical for 5, and as soon as the number 2 breaks on his corner, we want to break underneath off his ass, and we want to split that field. We want to run right down the pipe. We want to split those 2 high safeties. Okay. So if we get a 2 high safety look, again, we're going to start on the concept side, the smash side, safety. If he expands with the corner, now we're going to work divide 1, and then high-low, 2 to 3, okay? So we're going to work divide, 2 to 3. It's much like the reads on the double post, except for we were working glance 1, win post 2. Now we're working divide 1, corner 2, 3, okay? So it turns into a high-low. If this safety rolls to the post, we started on him. If he rolls to the post, now we're just going to high-low the corner, Okay, so even though we tagged X divide, it doesn't mean we're going to throw it against a post safety. Okay, so if we get a post safety, we're going to high low. If we get man to man, the corner route is your man beater. Okay, and so that guy should know, come out of that thing, set it high. All right, corner's going to squat on the hitch. And a really good thing is if you run this hitch and they're playing man, sit it down. All right, pause for 1 second, and then we're going to sprint out. Okay, we don't ever want to sit covered. We want to move to get uncovered. Okay, so here you go. We have smash on the bottom of the screen. All right, hitch. We're going to run our corner, then we'll run in the divide. Okay, so our H is going to run the corner out. Our X is going to run that follow post the divider. He's working right to the middle of the field. Okay, quarterback's eye should start here. All right, if this guy opens up on the corner like he does, then our eye should go here. Then we would go divide, corner, check. Okay, better job by a running back of getting himself friendly for the check down here. Okay, go find grass. Okay, and we should throw this right now. As soon as this safety starts running the speed turn with the corner out, this ball should be out. Okay, we hold it too long. All right, as soon as I see, I'm reading that safety. As soon as he runs with the corner, the ball should be thrown right now. This should be a touchdown. All right, there's no excuse for this not being a touchdown. The ball was way too late. Okay, same look right here. Smash on the top of the screen, X divide. So our X right here is running the divide. Okay. Stem post, stem, you can watch the stem. This is really where we want to be. We want to chase the outside hip of the slot receiver, chase his hip. As soon as he breaks, I'm breaking right off his ass. We should be able to create a little bit of a rub, all right? We should be able to create a little bit of a rub, all right? I start on the safety to the concept side. If he expands with the corner, then we're just working this safety right here, all right? Divide to high-low on the corner. Okay, so if this guy would have stayed to the post, then we would just be working a high-low on the corner. Okay. 3-by-1. All right, 3-by-1. And this is a really good teaching point because this is a touchdown that gets called back because our quarterback is so horny to throw the ball because he knows it's a touchdown because we get cover 0. So he's so horny to throw a touchdown that he doesn't go left, right, and then snap the ball. We want to make sure that we look to see if we're set and then confirm to see if we're set. Left, right. I should have that double check. He goes, left, right. Oh, shit, this is a touchdown. And he wants to snap it real quick. And then we got guys that are still moving and trying to check in with the ref. Okay. Now, with that said, we're running smash, H divide. So here's the rule. The number 1 runs hitch. The number 2 would normally run corner, but we tagged him on the divide, so he's out. So now the number 3 has to run the corner. Okay? The H would run the divide, stem, post, underneath. Okay? Now, this is a couple seasons ago. What we used to do is just have the number 1 run hitch here. Now what we do, if we call 3-by-1 smash, we have our number 1 receiver run our shake route, which I'll talk about here. Okay? Which is really just a corner route from the outside. Stem for 5, vertical for 5, and then back high on the corner route, okay? And then we would have some variation of back to the flat. So now we have high, low, divide, right? So you have 2 smash concepts with a divide. That's really what we want, okay? In this case, against cover 0, it didn't really matter what we did with this guy, okay? So he just ran a hitch. So we're working the divide to high, low, okay? Got to make sure we do a better job, especially against cover 0. I'd like to see this kid right here stem this thing and push it vertical more so that we can get a rub. He doesn't create, he's responsible for using him as a rub. He doesn't get enough of a rub, all right? But he still wins inside. It's a good throw, and then now it's got to come back. And we ended up having to kick a field goal on this possession, so that pisses you off even more when that happens. Okay? Smash to the bottom of the screen, divide to the top. We're running the X divide. Stem, vertical, post. Okay? I start here. Where does he go? He opens up to the corner out. Now we're working divide, corner, check down. Okay. This is a better job of getting yourself a rub. All right. Watch this kid get himself a rub. And they actually, they got guys around there, but there's no help over the top. You get the safeties turned around, and a good ball is a touchdown. Okay. Motion to empty. So one of the things that we'll do, and we'll have a formation course. Personnel formation course coming out pretty soon. But one of the things that we do is if we tag numbers to our formation, then we can get our running back in empty. So if we put the number before the formation, he starts there. If we tag R and the number, then he would motion there. So in this case, we're motioning out. So we started off with nub tight end to the boundary. Then we're going to motion out to create empty. All right. And now the call here is smash. All right. 6-yard hitch, corner. And then we tag Z divide. So our Z is in the slot tag. Okay. So that means hitch from the 1. He's not in part of the concept. He's running the divide. So the number 3 has to run the corner. So now we're going to run that stem follow post or the divide route from the Z. Okay. Now, quarterback's rules on smash. Too high safety, start on the concept side, which would be your smash side on the bottom. All right. If the safety expands, then work divide high low. All right. But if we get a post safety like we have here, if you get a post safety, right now he should be thinking high low on the corner. Okay. So what he should do right here is just bang this hitch to the running back. Now I remember this game from a few years back. There was like 37 seconds left in the half, and we were boat racing this team. And so now this dude's getting horny, right? He's like, we're going to go for the jugular. And sometimes you got to let your quarterback do that, right? So he's like, I feel like we can throw this divide route in there. He laces that up in there, and we end up going down and scoring. So, and I'm a firm believer. If the clock's not running, we might be up by 35, 36 points. If the clock's not running, we are in full on attack mode in the first half. And then if we go up big into halftime, I'll come back with my starters for one series in the second half, regardless of the score. And we're going to run our offense for one more series, and then we'll pull them, and then we're done. Okay. And so, sometimes guys get their feelings hurt. They're like, Coach, you're up by 35 points. Why are you going no huddle and trying to score again? Well, that's the killer instinct. And I might be in that situation in a game that counts down the road. So we want to have that killer instinct mentality. So you're going to get everything we got for the whole first half and the first series of the second half. And then we'll call off the dogs. We'll run the ball every time. We won't put it down the field in the air. And we'll try to get out of there. So I think you just have to have a philosophy, what you believe in as a coach. And then when somebody goes, hey, why did you do that? You can say, this is my philosophy and this is what we always do. And then they're like, well, okay, don't have to like it, don't have to agree with it, but at least you're consistent with how you do it. Okay, same thing right here. Now our quarterback does a better job. Motion to empty, roll to post safety. All right. Now we should be working high-low on the corner. All right. If we run and smash, we're always going to work the concept, the smash side, high to low. Now, when this corner sits on the hitch, remember, we're working high to low, so we don't want to come off too early. This could be a ball I put up over the top, but he felt like that corner was bailing enough that he could just bang that hitch out there, get the ball to an athlete in space, and let him go make a play. And it ends up being a 19-yard gain. So, you can't really complain with that. And I will trust my quarterback to make that throw. That's fine. Okay. So here's some other divide looks, and I think it's always good to show you the good guys doing it, the Division I teams doing it, because I like to get film from them and see how they do it. This is what we would call stomp. So they're running smash with this just little fast screen and then kind of pedal out. So their number ones are just kind of jabbing and then kind of just backing away. So watch them pedal out, and then they're running the divide from the back. So the running back is releasing and he's running the divide. So this one we would tag our running back on his divide route. Everybody else is running smash. Okay. Same thing. The divide's coming from the left. So start on the concept side safety, just the true smash over here. If he expands and widens with the corner, then our eyes should go back over here to throw divide high to low. Okay. So this guy expands and widens. So now we should be working divide to high off of this guy. This guy's eating the corner. So this is one-on-one with the linebacker who's not carrying the back. Okay. Motion to empty. This is a different way you can do it. It doesn't always have to be a scissors look. So now they're motioning to empty. Now they're running smash to the boundary, divide with the Y. The Y is running the divide. Okay. And smash over here. Okay. So this would be smash, and then you're running your Y divide, whatever you want to tag, however you signal your divide route. Okay. Which means he's just piping them right down the middle. Okay. So here's the rules, right? Let's think about the rules. You start on the concept side. The concept is the smash. That's down here. This is the divide side over here. So if this safety expands, then we go back. Our eyes immediately go to this safety right here, and we're reading 1, 2 to 3. Okay. So let's see what happens right here. This safety opens with the corner. So now we're reading this safety to throw 1. Well, shit, he's opened up to it. So now we should be thinking high-low off the corner. Okay, hell of a job by USC's quarterback right here. You can watch him start, and you watch his eyes. This is what you want to see right here. His eyes are over here. Okay, he's moving this safety. Too high look. This is exactly what we want. Too high look. We're getting what we want. Move the safety. Come back. Now my eyes now are working this safety to throw divide to corner. Okay. Hey, that safety opens up on the divide route. Bam, corners out. And this is Division I football. Watch this. There's that ball. He sees that, and that ball is being pulled right now. See it? Pull it. All right. And he drives that thing up in there. All right. Ball's outside the 30, so the corner rout's aiming to the front pylon. He's setting it high because he's not capped. That safety opens up to the post. I'm not capped. Keep that thing high. Okay, good throw, and nice drop. Such an exciting play and such an anticlimactic finish there. Okay. And here's Oregon running smash divide. Now they're running the divide from the Z. So now they've tagged Z divide. Okay. So the Z's running it. They're running smash everywhere else. Now this would be our fire play action, which is a great outside zone, especially if you run outside zone the boundary like we do. Outside zone play action. Now you've got smash here to the field. Start on the concept side safety. If he widens, all right, now we're going to this safety. Right here, we're going to the divide side safety. If he expands with the corner, now we want to bang the divide, and then our check down would be here, okay? So it would be 1, 2 to 3. Bang it up in there, touchdown. Okay, some double moves, all right? One of the things that we've done out of this is to set up some double moves that I think can be very effective, okay? And I think I left off the clip, but I'm thinking out loud as I'm watching this. But so the double move right here, we can tag what we call cop route, which is a corner post. Push it vertical to 10, 3 yards on the corner, stick your foot, and back to the post. That's my favorite double move, okay? Now what we teach our quarterback is if we have too high safety, it's the same thing. Start on the concept, start on the smash side, all right? Start on the smash side. If he expands, come back, work the double move to a check down, okay? And most of the time when we call that, if we get too high safety, we're going to cut it loose on the double move. We're going to allow that guy to make a play, all right, and try to win. Okay. Now, what do we teach our quarterback? If they roll to post safety, what do you do? Shit, man, work the smash side. So now we're just going to high-low this dude, all right? So kid does a good job right here. He starts thinking he's going to bail, and he gets ready to pull the hitch, and he goes, oh, shit, he's jumping it, right? So now we're putting the ball high on the corner route, okay? And that's a touchdown right there. So really good job. Simple rules for your quarterback. Hey, if we get post safety, work to smash, high-low the corner, all right? Run the wide hitch from the 1. Sit it down nice and wide, protect the throw from the overhang backer, all right, and just go straight into a high-low on this guy, all right? Simple rules, half-field read, all right? It's really easy for your quarterback, okay? Here's the cop route. Now, we were getting pressure here, so we went 90 protection, kept our tight end in, all right? So we're going 7-man protection, all right? We're running smash, so the outside guys are just running 6-yard hitches, and we tagged our cop route, double move. Now, they're playing tight cover 0, so we told him as soon as you get on the toes, set it outside, win back inside. So you can see, go get on his toes, set the corner, boom, win right back across the face. So we're just running a double move from the slot, out and in. If that safety was playing off, then this thing would push more to 10 yards, set it to the corner, win back inside. Okay, but if they're pressed up in your face, now you just got to win right now. Get on his toes and win across his face. All right, 7-man protection, they're playing cover 0. And you can run this because this safety's down so hard over the tight end. And when you have success running the ball to a tight end, this is what you get. This dude wants to get in the box. They want to try to outnumber you, especially if you can read 1, because now you can block 6, you can read 7. So they have to get number 8 involved. As soon as number 8 gets involved, then there's not very many options for them to play coverage-wise. All right, this is one of them, cover 0. All right, we got to have answers for cover 0. Our answers for cover 0 usually are double moves. All right, max protect, and then double move your ass. Okay? Big play. All right, here's another one. And if you guys have watched some of my my run game install, then you've seen some of our RPO. And I'm getting ready to, I think next week, I'm going to put out our RPO manual. All of our RPOs, gift routes, key screens, zone beaters, man beaters, all that stuff. So, but one of our favorite ones is what we call our win concept, which is just a little short post, our 5 route from the slot with a hitch that converts to a 5-yard in from the number 1. Okay. So in this particular game, you guys that have watched my power course I just put out, we love to run 1-back power to our inline tight end. Okay. So we're running 1-back power. We can block 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got you guys accounted for. Here's number 7. All right. Because safety's playing off a little bit because we're gonna throw Y cross and all that shit. So he's not down in the box because he's a little bit worried about coming down too tight. But number 7 was coming from the overhang. So what we were doing is we were running one back power, all right, and then we were running the glance or that little short post back behind number 7. So he was playing run. So you can see he's being aggressive. Well, their answer to defend this was bringing this safety down hard to play cover 0 on this guy. So as soon as we get that, we know we want to run double moves. So the call right here was smash, which just puts the outside guys on their wide hitches, and then we called a slug route from to the slot. So we went max protection. We kept our tight end in, and we called slug, which is 3-step slant, 3-step stick, and then back vertical. So you can see this is a hell of a route by this kid. So watch him go. He's going to go 3 steps vertical, 1, 2, stick, 1, 2, stick, back out. Okay. And that safety's dead to rights. He's got to come down there asking him to have to play the that short post or that win route. So I'll let you watch it full time. They're asking him to defend the win route so they can get the overhang backer in the box. Now, as soon as we see that, we know how we want to attack it. And that's why I think it's really important that you have answers for what the defense is doing. You got to know what's our go-to. If this is what they do, if we're going to RPO a guy and then that guy is going to play in the box and they're going to force us to throw, but they're going to try to hug it with the safety, how do we attack that? What's our answer? Okay. And there's more than one way to do it. You just have to know which way you want to do it. All right. What do you like best? So we just went to a 9-man or a 7-man protection here with our 90s call, play action, double move. All right. Take a shot. That backside, safety over here, he never had a chance. He's just down too hard. He's trying to hug the tight end. He can never get there and recover and make a play. Okay. So love the double moves. Okay. Some of the other things that we can do is we can add our 3-man snag concept to this. Okay. So we can call smash, and we can tag our X stick, all right, have him go run and turn it into a 3-man snag, all right? Or we can take a shot off this because we talk about running some double moves. We can run that 3-man stick and then nod, okay? Nod would be just set it down and then go. So if you start getting 2 high teams and they're pushing the mic to take away the 3-man snag concept, then we can double move him. So I'm going to show you a cut up. I didn't have a great cut up of us doing it. This is Western Kentucky. So what they're running right here is they're running smash to the field, okay? So smash to the field. They're running 3-man snag to the boundary. So this guy's running snag, stutter, go, okay, or nod, all right? That would be X, stick, nod. All right, we call it stutter. We would just go stutter. So he's going to push it. He's going to go sit it on the backer, all right, show your hands, and then go win vertical, all right? So you're getting teams that are running split safety looks. The safeties are getting real wide. And you want to double move the mic if the mic's responsible for 3 strong. All right, then there you go. That's how you double move him. Okay, just trying to show some variations. All right, and then one of the things that we really like to do is we like to sprint to our smash. All right, and I like to run switch smash. All right, we call switch smash. That's hard to say. We call switch smash shake. So if we say shake, that means switch. All right. Just like we run switch verticals, all right, that's our swag concept. We're going to run the corner out from the 1. The number 2 is going to push vertical and then use him to get a rub and work the flat route, okay? When we sprint to smash, we work low to high, okay? We're trying to get a rub, so this is really good against man, all right? We're trying to get a rub. We want to work low to high. So that's the only thing that changes out when we sprint, all right, is that we're changing it to a low to high read. Our backside sprint rules, all right, the guy closest to the ball is going to run the over route. The furthest guy away is going to work the deep post and get to the middle of the field. We don't ever want to throw this thing behind the midline. So we want to work him in the middle of the field, get into the quarterback's window, okay? So we're just flooding the field this way, all right? Turns it into just a half field read. He has lots of options, okay? So it goes 1, 2, 3 on the over, 4 on that deep post. And we will hit this. I know some guys, when we're sprinting away, they'll just have this guy run a hitch. And they're like, hey, we hit this post back over the top. And we'll hit it 2 or 3 times a year. So we like to keep it in there. All right. That's not the play I want to show you. All right, here's the play. Now we're motioning to this, and our quarterback, again, this kid, anytime he sees something he like, he'd get a little antsy. When we're motioning, all right, H over right here, if you guys have seen the motion course, all right, all we want to do is, hey, how are they doing? What are they doing this? Are they bumping? All right, they're bumping. Now we get our slot receiver on a linebacker. That's what we want. All right, 2 high safety. They're just bumping this guy out. So we feel good about this. All right, he's going to run his shake route. Okay, That's his corner out from the slot. Now this guy, quarterback should have allowed him to get over here and motor down a little bit so he could push vertical and then set the pick. Quarterback snapped it on the move, so he kind of drifts, and he's not able to really get this thing vertical. But you can see when we get this quick rub like this, quarterback's coming out, he's working low to high right now. So if he sees this, he's got to anticipate this. I'd like this ball to be out sooner. Not very good mechanics right here from him on this sprint out throw. His footwork's bad, which is why his ball's bad, and it's all arm right here. Never gets his shoulders into this throw, okay? And then the ball drifts, and then we don't get much bang out of our buck. That should have been a huge chunk play, but the quarterback's got to come out ready to throw right now when he sees that, okay? He's also got to allow his motion man to throttle down a little bit more, okay? So that's our sprint to it. Now, if we do it from a condensed formation, we don't need to stem right here. He's just going to push vertical into his corner out. I'd like to see this kid in this case really chase his inside hip a little bit more before he breaks out. He gets flat and he gets separation a little too quick on this one. But really all we're doing right here is, again, we're working low to high, all right? And so we're coming out, working low to high, and then we would work crosser, all right, or the deep over to the wind post back over the top. So that's our 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And this is a really good example. What happens is if you just get the ball out to a dynamic player in space and one guy misses the tackle, it's a big chunk play. So we end up getting 39 yards out of this play, even though it probably should have been a 4 or 5 yard play. One guy misses a tackle and you get the ball into an athlete's hands, and now good things happen. So it's a really good way to try to create a natural rub route and get it to him. Again, you can watch this. Hey, we're excited about this. All right. Better job of him stemming. All right. The thing I think you got to do right here, guys, is this split should cut down to like the outside edge of the hash. So when you're going to run this shake route, we want to tighten him down a little bit more, especially when we're coming from motion. There's too much separation from these guys, so it makes it too hard to set the rub that we want. Okay? So again, quarterback, sprint out, come out. We're working low to high. This ball's got to be out right now and thrown flat. And you can see what number 2 does here is he starts drifting. Don't do that because then this dude will undercut you. Got to keep it flat. We're aiming the 5 yards. Okay, so the flat route is going to aim 5 yards, flatten it out. Don't drift away. Okay, ball's got to come out quicker. All right, here's sprint out. Now we tag the whip front side. So now we're really working the corner out. All right, we're going to try to isolate this corner and make him commit. All right, if he sinks off, we'll bang the whip right now. We'll try to work it to the front pylon. If you're running the corner out from inside the 10-yard line, and we don't do a good job here, this receiver has to push 7 yards deep into the end zone and then break it flat to the back pylon. Because if you push it 1 yard deep like he does here, and then you just kind of round it out, that guy's going to eat you up. All right. Now, down here in the red zone, double move on that whip route. That corner grabs and holds because he's beat because they're playing cover 0, right? You're down here playing cover 0. So we got that whip route as a good cover 0 beater, and he goes and grabs him, and we get a PI. They move the ball to the 1 yard line, and then we go get into our a big formation. And you guys that watch power, we go H in. We run quarterback power from a jumbo set and punch it in on the next play. So good things happen when you put defense in a bind. Okay? Here's a look. Here's USC doing trips into the boundary or 3x1 closed FIB, formation in the boundary, then motion. This is the beautiful stuff, guys. Set your formation strength in the boundary, motion over, all right? Defense, I mean, this is a Division I defense. They're confused as hell, all right? You got a bunch of guys talking, all right? They're all confused. This kid doesn't know what the hell do I have. Motion over, and now just running sprint, shake, all right? Switch, smash, all right? Number 1's going to run the corner out. Number 2 is running the arrow right off of him. And it's a low to high read, and the defense is confused, and you just go rub this guy's outside shoulder, and this guy comes open right now. That corner doesn't know what the hell he's doing. All right, force the defense to have to make communications and checks, all right, and don't give them a lot of time to do it, and chances are 1 or 2 of those guys is not going to be on the same page. Okay. Same look right here, all right, same game actually, and I'd like to see, the college hashes are tighter. This guy should be a little bit wider, all right, just a little bit wider from my liking, okay? And then we're going to run switch smash. All right. Now we're working low to high. Hey, it's capped off. What should we do? Flatten that thing out to 18. Okay. Flatten it out to 18. And what I'd like to see is, and we can see, all right, the ball snapped at the 26. All right. Let's see where this route's caught. All right. 26. And he goes out of bounds at the 11. Okay. So that's 15 yards. So, he flattens it out a little bit more, which is fine. Quarterback's going to throw him a little bit flatter, but I'm good. I'm good with that. It's got that ball. That's the only place that could have been because the safety's kind of trying to hug it. This guy does a good job of flattening it out and staying flat. quarterback throws him away from trouble. Okay, short motion. This is good too. We've used this. All right. So we call this high. We put the H on and the X off. Typically our X is on. So if we tag high to a formation, that puts the H on. Now we go X short motion. All right. We're going short motion just to change the look. All right. We're just changing the look. So here's your short motion. Now you're running sprint, smash, right? What we call shake, or our swap right there. Okay. And then he's just coming out sprint. He's working low to high, okay? And this kid running the flat route does a hell of a job. He kind of pushes the upfield shoulder, and then he flattens this thing out, and he stays flat. He almost comes back downhill to create separation, all right? You can't drift. When you have man-to-man coverage, you can't continue to drift because this guy will just undercut you. So if you get man-to-man coverage and you got a flat route, stay flat, come back downhill, ball's on your outside number, and it's a touchdown, all right? That's a good throw, and it's a good job adjusting on the route by that player. Okay, so again, a couple more ways that you can dress it up. Here's bunch left, all right? Like the split of this receiver right here. Now they're going to go from bunch, FIB, formation in the boundary, all right? This is Western Kentucky, H over. Coach Brom, who's at Purdue now, who does a hell of a job, all right? I've studied a lot of his stuff over the years. I like the way he does things out of 11 and 12 personnel is really good, okay? So now they're just running switch, smash on the top of the screen, all right? Come out, work high or low to high. This guy falls off. Put the ball out there, and let's be really content. And this receiver does a lot of juking and jiving. He gets some more out of it. Let's be really content with 6 yards. If we can throw this out there, he catches it, gets vertical right now, and we get 6 yards, we should be really content with that. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. Combo calls. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. Combo calls. All right, smash or switch smash plus whatever other concept you want. So you might have a cover 2 beater over here and a cover 3 beater over here, all right? So this call would be shake, even, curl, flat, odd, all right? Switch, smash, even, curl, flat, odd, okay? What we tell our guys, like in this case, too high, let's work our shake, all right? Let's work high to low off the corner against the too high look, all right? If we get 1 high cover 3 look, let's work curl flat off the curl flat defender. If we get man-to-man, let's work the shake route as our man beater, okay? So we're just trying to give our quarterbacks some simple rules that apply all the way across the board, okay? So here you go. They're running, and this is a great formation, all right? The tight end's in a wing set to the boundary. They're running switch, smash here, and they're running curl flat concept right here, okay? Now, let's look at what they're in. Pre-snap, they're showing post safety. Our eyes should start, if you do it right, the eyes should start on the concept side safety. Concept side safety, he looks like he's down. Well, guess what? He's pedaling out. This guy's rolling over. Now they're in a too high shell. So we should work concept side. It's not a post safety. So work the concept side. They're playing zone. Work high to low. All right? Bang. Flat route on the corner. Really good job by that receiver of flattening this thing out. Okay? Bang it in there. That's if you can get your guys able, quarterback and receiver, to work this timing, all right, and hit this throw, then you're going to be really good. You're going to win a lot of ball games, okay? But you got to be able to see a post-snap rotation, all right? They're showing you post-safety, pre-snap. Is your quarterback poised enough to see post-snap rotation? How do you help him? Tell him where to start with his eyes. This is where you start, bro. He's going to tell you. He's going to show you. He's showing you. He wants you to think post-safety. Keep your eyes on your post-snap key. There he is. He pedals out. Too high look. I know where I want to go with too high. Okay? It's got to be muscle memory. We got to have it up in the brain, ready to roll. Okay, now let's watch this one. Now, what are they trying to show us pre-snap? They're trying to paint a too high look pre-snap. But I'm smart. I see this guy's down. I see this guy's down, and I see this guy starting to lean. They're trying to show us too high, but he's starting to lean. So what I think is, all right, they're going to roll to 1 high. Now, I've got switch smash into the boundary, okay? I've got switch smash in the boundary. I've got curl flat on the top, okay? I've got curl flat on the top. If this guy stays high and he rolls back, I'm working high-low. If this dude who I'm starting on comes down and he rolls to the top, now I'm working curl flat off the curl flat defender. So let's see what happens here. The college guy screwed up too. This guy comes down. Boom. Cover 3. Where do I want to go in cover 3? shit, coach, we got a cover 3 beater on right here. Work the curl flat. Now, this guy gets sacked because he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. Look at the window to throw the curl right now. Doesn't get any better than that, guys. Okay. So you have to be really good at training your quarterback's eyes. Where do they start? Hey, my guy, he's down. All right. I saw them lean in pre-snap. I knew that they wanted to run cover 3. So now I know where I go. My eyes go right to 42, and I work curl flat off of 42. Bang the curl right now. Okay. Last one right here. Okay. Switch smash into the boundary. Curl flat to the field. Okay. Start on the concept side safety. Start on the concept side safety. What's he do? Oh, they're staying too high. Work high to low. Bang the low route. Okay. Really easy. Stays high. Work high to low. Bang the low route. Catch it. Put it on his upfield number. Catch it and get vertical. All right. Another drop. All right. That gets coaches fired, right? Shit, the scheme's good. Drops will get you fired. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. Hope that was valuable. Hope that showed you some different ways that you can use the smash concept to attack. I think smash is very versatile. There's a lot of stuff. You guys probably have some other really good ideas of things that you can tag to it and add to it, combo call it. But make sure you're taking full advantage of the smash concept because it's a good one. Thanks again for checking out this course. For the guys out there that have checked out multiple courses, some guys out there that have bought the full package, man, I appreciate you guys supporting the content that I'm putting out. I've had a ton of great feedback. And let me tell you, when I get emails and Twitter messages, guys that are telling me that it's helpful, that they're enjoying the material, that's motivation for me to keep putting stuff out. So thank you guys for reaching out. Stay safe, and hope we'll be back on the field soon.
There you go, coaches. Coach, I appreciate you doing that and taking time out. Coach said he was dropping in and out, but his wife went to work out and it was daddy daycare, so he may not answer any of the questions that have come up. But I'll tell you what, he told me, he said to reach out to him on Twitter. So what I'm going to do is I am going to drop Coach's Twitter in the chat right there. And then, like he said, he has courses. And my favorite course, I'm telling you right now, y'all already know what my favorite play is his Y cross play. It marries up really well with the smash. I am dropping that in the chat right now. And seriously, guys, if you like anything about the Y cross, you need to get that course. It is unbelievable. And I even learned some stuff from him as well. And I like to think I am like up there when it comes to the smash, but I wasn't. Coach taught me some good stuff. That is it for today. Remember, from this point going forward, the clinic or the summit is just one a day since we're back at football and everything like that. And I don't have time to do 2 times a day. Also, coaches that have gotten the replay, you should have gotten an email while this was going on with a link to click it, and you should have access to the course. You sign up and all of that stuff. You should have access to that. If you didn't, please reach out to me. And tomorrow, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will see you there. And until next time, let's continue to mash the spread, score points, and have fun. I will see y'all tomorrow.